morning. Today I am going to show you how to do a mark sheet using Microsoft Excel, uh, Office Excel. This is a spreadsheet package, so we'll see how we can do that. You can see on my desktop there's a shortcut icon for Excel, and again on my taskbar it's pinned to taskbar. So if you have in your computer, if you have Office package, then you can go to start. Even though the shortcut and the pin to taskbar is not there, you can go to start, and then you can go to Microsoft Office, and from there you can select Microsoft Office Excel 2007. Actually I'm using 2007 here. So here I'm just double clicking and open this. So you can see how it looks. It looks like the same as the earlier packages. Now here you can see a title bar. It says book 1 Microsoft Excel. So when you change the file name, it'll appear here, and you can see the minimize button. It will give a button to uh, taskbar, so you can just click and maximize it again. Now here you can see another maximize button. Maximize button means if you're in a maximize position, you can't do anything. The window won't move here and there. It will give a full screen. This package will this window will set to the whole screen. But if you go to restore position, if it is like that, you can move with the title bar, and then you can resize you can resize the window. So if you are using another document to type this or to do this Excel sheet, then you can arrange it like this on your desktop. So here I'm going to use the restore position here. Now you can see, like the other packages, you will get a quick access toolbar here, so you can customize it. You can just add more commands from here, or you can go to more commands, and from here you can add to quick access bar, and you can change the position of quick access bar. Show below ribbon, it will come to this place, but I prefer show above. I'll select, and if you need more working space here, you can go to this place and say minimize the ribbon, so it will minimize the ribbon. But for this I am going to keep it as normally of this minimize the ribbon. So here you can see the ribbon and its options. So some time to time, whenever you add more objects, you will get more tabs here and more options under there. Now first of all, I'm going to save this. So I'm just clicking on this place, and you can see save and save as, two buttons are there. So even though you select save for the first time, it will give save as window. So normally we will direct to document, so you can save it there, or you can select which place you want to save it from. This left corner you can go to your computer, inside your computer, and save it. But here I'm going to create a new folder. Now all the things in documents, it will be jumble if you just type book 1 the mark sheet or something and save it. So I put new folder, and I'll put teaching. Now think I need a mark sheet for teaching, so teaching I put. So under that I can double click, and I will go inside that. You can see these PC documents are there. So once I selected teaching, I will be inside that folder. So here you can see this PC documents, I'm inside teaching. So here I am going to change this as mark sheet. I can be more specific, like think this is for AL 2022 students. So like this I can put, and then here you can see save as type. It comes as Excel workbook, but there are so many other formats here. So you can select it accordingly, but here I'm going to save it as Excel workbook. So I'm going to save it. So once you saved it, you can see the book 1 has changed to mark sheet AL 2022. Now once you have done, whenever you do the changes once a while, regularly you can press the save button from here, or you can save this button, or you can press Ctrl plus S. So it will save the document. But think you have done a document and you want to do, you won't need the same document to save as another file format. Then you can go for save as, or if you want to save it another place, you can go to save as, or else you do some changes there and you want to keep the first file, and at the same time if you want to keep the second file which the changes has been done, then again you can go to save as and you can give another name and save as. You can use save as like that. So here I'm going to this window. Here specifically this is a special bar here, the formula bar for Excel, Microsoft Excel. You are getting this formula bar. So we need sometimes the formulas and functions, it will come here. And another thing is the name box. Now you should know we are having sheets in Excel workbook, and now it came as a book 1. Now here sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 is there. So sheet 1, you can add more sheets like this, sheet 4. It will give more sheets. And if you need, you can just right click and say delete. If you don't need this much of sheets, you can delete it. You can insert new sheets like this, worksheets and several things are there. You can add a particular sheet there, and then the sheet position also you can change like this, and just click and drag and drop, and you can rename the sheets. So here I'm going to rename, I'm going to change this as 12A first. Okay, now it's like this, it comes like this. So likewise I can do the I can rename this is, but for these things I don't need these things, so I'm just deleting those sheets. So whenever you get so many sheets here, you need this navigation bar. And here another thing is there, the status bar, where you can see status. When we are doing, we'll look, come back to again, come back to this again. Now here you can see the views, normal, page layout and page break preview is there. So you can you can use these breakout and layout window, where how the printing comes and all. And then you can see the zoom option. So when you are doing work, you can make it zoom in, you can make it bigger, and without increasing the letter size, you can increase, you can think like you are using a magnifying glass or something, you can make it bigger. Zoom in option, you can use zoom in option. Now here I'm going to do a mark sheet. So I'm going to type index number, since it's a exam result sheets, mark sheet. So I'm putting index number, then student name, and then I can type the marks. Okay, now think I'm aiming this one for our GCE A level. In Sri Lanka we are having GCE A level, so I am aiming for that. So we have 3 main subjects, so I put it as sub 1, sub 2 and sub 3. You don't have to worry if you are typing something like this, you can just fill it up. Now filling is, you can see when we select a cell, you will get a smaller square here. Okay, so you can click on that small square and you can just drag it through columns or rows. Now here I'm taking it through columns. Okay, or else you can go through rows. So it automatically gives subject 1 2 3 4 5. So I'm basic main subjects 3 subjects, and general English and general information technology. So 5 subjects are there. So I just release the mouse button. But if you think you don't need this, if you are doing something like you want to put subject 1, subject 1, subject 1, think you are in a position like that, you need subject 1 only, you want to just copy the cells, then you can go to this place and say copy cells, it will be there. Now here I'm just double click on this bar, then automatically it will resize the column width. or else you can just click and drag it. What you are doing, you just move the cursor to this place. Once you get two-headed arrow, you just click left mouse button and drag the right margin, right? So even though I have mentioned this is a cell, I didn't explain what is a cell. Now in Excel spread the spreadsheets, we are getting sheets, I told. So inside sheets you can see the columns and the rows. Columns are named by English letters, and then rows are named by numbers. Okay, so here once you take this cell, it has a name. The name is E4, the highlighted ones. Okay, first the column name and then the row number. So without spaces it will come here, you can see. So how many columns might be there? You can press Ctrl and the right mouse button. You will go to the last column, see XFD. You can press again Control button and down arrow. You will go to the last row. You can see it's 1,048,576. Now I want to go back to the first column and the first row. So I'll press Control left mouse button, and then I'm going to press Control up arrow button uh, on the laptop. Now here you can see it came to this place because I was selected this earlier, so it will come to the last cell where it was. Okay, now here you can see I have just typed the subject 5. I told there's three main subjects, and subject general English and general IT. So here I'm going to take the total, and then I'm going to put average, then I'm going to put rank. So in this video I'm going to show only that, but the second video you will get the grade or the if function and the round function. Okay, now here I'm going to put student names, like I'm going to put student 1 and 2. So again I'm going to take it like this, student 1 2 3, like that. And then the index number, before index number I want to put just a number. Okay, so I'm going to add another column. Think you just by mistake and you left one or two columns, no problem. So what is the number of columns you need? You have to select the rightmost column. I think you want to add column before A, then you have to select A column. Think you want to add a column before B, then you have to select column B. Think you want to add two columns before B, then you have to select B and C columns, and then you have to say insert. Right click and say insert. It will give two columns in between A and B. Now here I need one column, a single column before A, so I select A and press insert. So it will give us a column with the selected columns formattings. Okay, now here I'm going to put it as number, and I'm going to put it from 1 to 10. Now I can just drag this like this, and I can select from here fill series, so it will fill it up. But I don't know how many numbers I am filling. I have to just drag, and then I have to check whether I have filled which I needed. Or else you can do something like this. You can put type 1 and 2, and then you can select both and use the fill handle, and you can see the number is also coming. So I'm going to put 10 students here, then index number I just ignore from here. Then I'm going to put some marks for these things, so we can add and see. I'm going to put only 5 student marks. So I have added 5 student marks. Then we'll go for this total. Here you can add a formula or function. Okay, now we have to add these 5 marks and get the total. So here we are putting a formula first. Now here you can put a equal mark. It says okay, do this and show the result. Okay, now here equal mark, and then I can select the cell reference. Here I am going to select the relative cell reference. We call this relative cell reference, which means when it copied, it will change according to the place where it copied. Now we'll see when we are going to the next step what we which I mention here, which I mean here. Now you can just select this, and I'm going to type plus mark, then again the next cell, then plus mark, then next cell, then next cell, then next cell. Now here you can see with the colors, these are the cells which we have, which I'm going to add up. Then I press enter. This is the total of the student number 1. So I can use the fill handle. Actually we are just copying these cells to the rest by using the fill handle. We call this fill handle. You can see now earlier I have mentioned there's a small square on bottom right corner of this selected cell. So you can just go to that place. You can see the thick square cursor become thin hair cursor here. You can just click and drag it down. It will copy the cells. Okay, which means now you can see, since we have put the relative cell reference, you will get the related cell reference. It has been copied to the copied to a row below. So the cell reference also increases one row number. Now earlier it was D4 to H4, D4, E4, F5, G4, 4, H4, like that. Now it has become D5, E5, like that. The next one is, and now here I am just pressing cancel button. Next one also, it is 6. So according to the place where it has been copied, the cell reference has been changed. So we have given relative cell reference, that's why it has been changed. Then this is this what we have used is a formula, but there's inbuilt functions in Excel. That's the main reason why we are using Excel. It's easy. We say it's easy for calculation. You can put functions and you can add data later. Even you can use the same sheet for several times. You can just copy and put the data only, then automatically the calculations will be done. So here see the function which we are going to enter here. Now you can go to FX and press this one. So under FX you can see there are several categories here. Various categories are there, and the most recently used is there. And if you know the exact function name, or if you are in a doubt is there any function like this, you can just type and say go. It will show us if it is there. And another interesting thing is, another good thing we can see, once we have selected a particular function, you can see the function and its arguments, how it comes, and a small description of that function. Okay, now I need some function, actually the summation. So here I am going to type sum, and when I press enter button, it will show all the sum functions in this Excel package. Now here I am going to use the first one, sum. So here you can see it already automatically selected D4 to H4, and you can see it's number 1, number 2. So likewise within this sheet, or from another sheet, you can select cell range. Okay, cell ranges or cell references. Now here this has given cell range reference, see, D4 to H4. And then again you can add another number here, another number here, another cell reference, or you can select more group of cell references like this. So here you can see you can add up to 255 numbers. The arguments you can add 255 arguments here. So we don't need that much. I'm just going to add it as the first argument, number 1 only. Then I press OK. So here the same thing is coming. I'm just copying it. You can see the cell references has been changed because we have given the relative cell reference. So I'm going to the average mark. I hope you understood this part. I'm going to average part. Here we are going to put average. Now you know, if I divided the total marks by 5, then I'll get the average. So likewise you can put the cell reference and divide by 5. This also okay. This is a formula, right? But I'm going to put a function here. I'm just typing the function here. You can see when I'm typing, it gives or it suggests the functions in this package. Here average is there. If you just read the description, returns the average arithmetic mean of its arguments, which can be numbers or names, arrays or differences that contain numbers. So if you have given only numbers, then you can use this average and add this up, and it will be divided by the cells, number of cells which contains numerical values. Now we select this one, average, and then select this number range, the cell range, and then press OK. Now I'm just press enter. I'm just zooming it out. I just want to show this part also. Now you can just copy it like this. But think somebody didn't come, somebody won't come for the exam, he is absent. Okay, she is absent. Now think this one, this has got 56 now. So this didn't come, this won't come for the exam, so we put absent here. What will happen? Just see the average. It has become 88.5. Now this one didn't come for the whole exam, but it gains average 88.5, and according to this he will be the first one in the class. But it can't happen. So if it is in case like this, if you want to add text here, if you put 0 for the absentees, then no problem, you can use average. But if you are using AB or the text, then you have to use this average A function. Here you can see returns the average of its arguments evaluating text and false in argument as 0. So text file will be added as 0, and it will take as a numerical value, and it will divide it by 5. Now earlier what has happened, when we use average, it will see this cell range, and it will take the numerical values, add up, and see how many numerical value cells are there. There's 4, so it will divide the total by 4. So it won't happen with this place will be 0, and it will be divided by 5. So we'll get the correct average marks for this student, right? So this is how it will come. Okay, then I hope this is okay with you, the average function and average A function. If you are putting text data within this only, we have to use average A function. Then I'm going to show you how to take a rank. Ranking means the student out of these students, 5 students, what is his position, that's what we are going to say. Now here we have to use the rank function. Then once we put you can see the description here, and I'm just going to this, it gives the arguments how it should come, number. Now this number out of this, now I have selected which number should be ranked, and then I have to select out of these numbers, out of these values, what is the place for this value. That's what I am saying here. Okay, what is the rank of this value out of these values. So once I put this J4 to J8, I have to say it's absolute cell reference. I have to give it as absolute cell reference, which means I have to press F4. Once you press F4, it will give dollar marks here. So which means, okay, you can copy this cell wherever you want, but wherever you copy, don't change this cell references. Okay, so because we have to check this number, each and every student's marks with this same student marks. So I have given it like this, and now think you have put all the 10 students details here, then I have to select the 10 student rank, okay, 10 student references. But here, since I have used 5 students, I am putting I am selecting only these 5 students average. Then I have to, there's an option, actually this is the optional thing for this. So I can press a comma mark here, you can see it's optional order. It gives us the tooltip. It's if you select 0, it will be descending, and if you select 1, it will be ascending. Now we need the highest mark should get 1, rank 1, so it's a descending order one. So I'm going to put 0 here and press enter. You will get the student position here. Okay, that is how we are taking those things. Now I'm going to put some more things here. I want to put a topic here, so I'm just select the cells, and then I'm going to merge and center. So you can see it's merged. I say ABC school, then I'm going to the second one. I say is merge and center first term marks. Okay, then I can put 12A. Okay, now think I want to change these font sizes, and then font I want to make it bold. So I just select those two, and I'm just selecting this and change the size even. I'm going to change size 14 and underline. And if I just move this, you can see it's bottom aligned. You can see in a cell you will get horizontal cell alignment as well as the vertical cell alignment. Here I'm going to select vertical center and horizontal center. It comes like this. Then I want to if I just go to print preview, you can see how it comes. Here you won't get any grids, any lines here. Even though grids are there, grid lines there, you won't get it here. So I want to have lines here, so I'm just close the print preview. I'll come to this place, and I'm going for this grid lines all borders, right? And then only for the topic area, the topics, I'm going to make it center, and then I'm going to put some color here to highlight it. Okay, so you can see a dotted line here, which means it shows the printing area. Now if I just go to this place, you can see the last two is not there, the total, average and the rank. So but you can see there are more spaces in here, so I'm going to reduce that and take it to the same. I'm going to change this also to the center like this, and I'm going to make it smaller, the student name also a little bit smaller. And then these things, I think I want to change it at the same time. I can select the whole thing, and I will change it like this. I'll go up to rank, and I'll change, and even for the subject 5 I need lesser space. Now you can see it came inside. Now we can take it into a single sheet like this. Okay, now when you do something like this, always just go and see what is the print, how it comes when you are taking, before you are taking printouts, you have to check and you have to arrange it, and then you have to print it. Okay, for today that's all I'm going to show you. With the next session, I'm going to show you how to put if function and the rounding off, and then I want to show how to put charts, and that's all, and some more formattings. Okay, so till we meet next time, have a nice day.